number 11, your second place finisher of the B main, bumping up to the A, Mr. Josh Riom. Starting in 10, bumping up from the B main into the A. Wants to thank the SPARC crew, Ross Racing, for a great year. It is Paul Vanderwild.
Paul. That's 10. Can't read it.
Rolling off in 9.
9's in front of you.
I'm 11 though.
He had a quick time of 10 at 5:19.6.
Josh, you're in the wrong
Mr.
one.
Jim Ferguson. Move up one, Paul. Move up one, Josh. Starting in 9th, he wants to thank Ross Racing. That is Dennis Mayville. Starting in 8th from the London area, qualified with a 10, 5:19.1. That is Rick Hay. Rolling off 6th from Windsor, Ontario, qualified with a 10, 5:07.3. That is Dave Cranston. Rolling off 5th from London, Ontario, rolled off with a 10 at 5:01. That is Rob Van Ness.
Hey, Rob.
Qualified 4th from London, Ontario area with an 11.530. Rob Patch.
Better watch out, you're in between two technos.
Rolling off 3rd from Bell River, Ontario, buys by Brandon and Jennings and Tegan. That is Adam Ross.
I think Jim's a techno too.
Outside, front row, qualified with an 11.524.2. That is Kyle Lewis. And starting on top from Corunna, Ontario, thanks to Performance Hobbies, your 2016 four-wheel drive short course point series champion, Mr. Iceman Dan Fillion. All right, that is your field for four-wheel drive short course. We got a couple of volunteers out there to help us out.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
All right, we're gonna get this race.
Sorry, Jim.
Got my markers from the last race out here, plus some volunteers.
I was sleeping. I fell asleep.
Should have Monty, Braden, Ken, Dan, Paul, and Dennis out there to marshal, unless you're in this race.
You're good, Jim.
Right.
Come on, Dennis. Marshall.
Matt?
Let's put your radio down and run out.
All right, we're going to get this race underway. This is four-wheel drive short course. A main. Drivers keep it clean. Marshall's on your toes. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready on the tone. Everybody goes smiling into the first corner. Lots of beating and banging, but looks like everybody's going to try to keep the nose pointed in the right direction as they go down the back straightaway for the first time. Looks like Dave Cranston's going to get shuffled out of line. Looks like Paul Vanderwild and Dennis Mayville are going to get together as it's Dan Fillion out in front. He's got a mirror full of Kyle Lewis, Adam Ross, Rob Hatch right there as well, Josh Riom there. Here comes Rob Vanette as we have a whole slew of trucks working through the tabletop for the first time. Down the main straightaway they go. And now it is a lot tighter up front as Kyle Lewis looks inside and they get together. And now he gets inside of Dan Fillion, and Dan Fillion goes back inside of Kyle Lewis through the center part of the track. Now Kyle Lewis gets back inside of Dan Fillion. That is 3 position swaps in 2 corners, and Dan Fillion looks outside, makes it stick on Kyle Lewis. Down the main straightaway they go. In one full lap, we had 4 lead changes. Through the first few sets of corners they go, down the back straightaway, up and over the double-double. Let's see if Kyle Lewis can get any closer to Dan Fillion. They look in, he looks inside, Dan slams the door, trying to make him force outside as they go through the center part of the track. Kyle Lewis tries to move him out of the way, can't make it happen. Oh, Dan slides out sideways. Here comes Kyle Lewis, up and over the top and out into the lead. You got Adam Ross sitting there in second. You got Josh Riom in third. Jim Ferguson up to the 4th spot. And it looks like Rob Patch had a problem out on track and he's going to lose 5-6 spots at least. Oh, and the leaders get together. Here comes Adam Ross. Oh, and Kyle Lewis has a problem. Here comes Adam Ross, gets by both of them. As now Dan Fillion drops all the way down to third, Kyle to second, and now Adam Ross up into the lead. Here comes Josh Rio with a train of trucks behind him. Oh, and Kyle Lewis makes a mistake. Here comes Dan Fillion up into that second spot. Adam Ross trying to run away with this one. Dan Fillion has been unbeatable all weekend. Now he's got to play catch up to Adam Ross. Adam Ross working down the back straightaway into the staircase. He's got a good sizable lead right now on Dan Fillion, working through the center part of the track. Kyle Lewis there as well. Josh Rio, Jim Ferguson. And you got a couple of trucks get together on the staircase. Rob Vanessa and Paul Vanderweil. You got Dennis Mayville, Rob Patch, Rick Hay, and Dave Cranston, your field right now. Red and black is your leader right now. Ken Revenue is trying to get Dave Cranston's truck off of the track, gets it off the track, and now it's Dan Fillion and Kyle Lewis back at it again, but they are going to have to try and chase down Adam Ross. They're part of the track, and now Kyle Lewis gets by Dan Fillion. Dan Fillion takes another look inside, can't make it sick. Oh, and they get together on the pipe. Hey, Matt, you want to go grab that pipe out of the lane for me? Straight ahead, yep. That's Adam Ross leading this field right now. Perfect, thank you. It's Adam Ross leading the field. We got Kyle Lewis now in second. Dan Fillion drops all the way down to third. Josh Rio and Jim Ferguson, your top five. Rob Vanessa in sixth. Dennis Mayville in seventh. Paul Vanderweil, Rob Patch, and Rick Hay, your field right now. Kyle Lewis gets a little wide in the final set of corners. Here comes Dan Fillion trying to get back by him. All this is going on behind Adam Ross. Adam Ross makes a mistake through the S's. That's going to allow Kyle Lewis to close that gap a little bit with 3:14 left to go on the master clock. Adam Ross working down the staircase. Oh, a couple of trucks get together right in front of my tower. Arthur been gone. Now Kyle Lewis has got some distance between him and Dan Fillion. Now it's going to be up to Adam Ross to try and hold off Kyle Lewis. Kyle Lewis trying to put a charge into that truck. He's got Dan Fillion behind him. Working in front of my tower. Down the main straightaway they go. Josh Rio trying to hang on to that fourth spot. Here comes, and Josh Rio is going to lose 2 spots to Rob Vanessa and Jim Ferguson. Looks like Paul Vanderweil and Dennis Mayville are going to get together. Oh, and Ross makes a mistake in the final corner. Here comes Kyle Lewis trying to get back to him with 2:20 left to go on the master clock. Red and black is your leader. Blue and black is in second. Down the back straightaway they go. In third spot, white and purple. Oh, we got a dead truck on track. Oh, he was just trying to get out of the way of the leaders. Kyle Lewis right there trying to get to Adam Ross. He's at the back bumper of him. Now he's just got to try to get back by him as they go over top the tabletop. Down the main straightaway they go. Red and black. Black and blue. Down into the first corner they go. Adam Ross just trying to hold off Kyle Lewis as they go up the mountain turn. Down the back straightaway. Up and over the double-double. Down into the final corner. Down the back straightaway. Into the staircase. Kyle Lewis, oh, he looks inside, can't make it stick. Adam Ross trying to make that truck really wide out in front. Here comes Kyle Lewis trying to look inside, can't make it stick through the final set of corners. Kyle Lewis trying to force Adam Ross into a mistake. Kyle gets loose down to the main straightaway. Into the S they go, up into the back straightaway. Adam Ross has a bunch of traffic in front of him. Let's see if that's going to play into Kyle Lewis's hands as they go down the staircase. Dennis, Rob Patch, and Paul Vanderweil. They got the leaders coming up behind you. As Kyle Lewis takes a look inside, can't make it stick. They got trucks rolling over in front of them. They split them. Oh, and Adam Ross makes a mistake, and now Kyle Lewis gets through all the traffic and back up into the lead. Adam Ross is going to drop down to second. Oh, and then Kyle Lewis gets caught up with a little bit of the traffic. Here comes Adam Ross. Down the back straightaway they go. 40 seconds left to go on the master clock. This race isn't over. Adam Ross gets the inside pipe. Here comes Kyle Lewis. Down the straightaway they go. Down the staircase into the center part of the track. It is Adam Ross trying to track down Kyle Lewis. Into the tabletop section they go. Black and blue, red and black. nose to tail, down the main straightaway they go with 20 seconds left to go. This is going to be the final lap into the mountain turn through the S's. Oh, Adam Ross gets a little bit loose. It's going to be Carter Lewis trying to hang on to the lead. Down the back straightaway they go. Adam Ross puts a charge into that truck. Into the staircase they go through the center part of the track. Carter Lewis only has a handful of corners left to go. He's got to try to hold off Adam Ross. Adam trying to find a way by. When you get to the line, you will be done. Tabletop they go. One more set of corners left to go. Adam Ross is going to roll over. Carter Lewis bringing it home in the front. It's going to be Adam Ross coming home in second. Dan Billion to come home third. Jim Ferguson in fourth. Rob S5. Rob Patrick sixth. Josh Ream in seventh. Dennis Mayville in eighth. Rick Hay in ninth. Paul Vanderwild is going to roll home 10th. Dave Granson in 11th.